ARESxGOD here, and it's time to talk about episode 2 of Shield Hero. But before we get into the episode, I gotta say sorry about the lighting. The sun decided to be part of this video, and I didn't have enough time to cover the window. It's been a really busy day. Now, for this episode, it felt a bit more like a preparation episode for them building up, getting ready to fight the Tortoise, planning everything along those lines. But what I liked, we have found out the truth behind the Tortoise, its purpose, also the girl with the way the previous episode ended, and maybe a bit of a tease with the main villain or somebody involved with everything that has been going on, and a few fun scenes towards the end of the episode. So let's get into it and talk about it. Now, it recaps the last scene from previous episode with the mysterious hooded girl, which we later find out who exactly she is. But before we get to that, we finally have the council, the kings, the nations, everybody together trying to decide what to do next to stop the turtle. I gotta say, out of all of the leaders we have seen so far in the series, the queen is the most competent one by a large margin. Honestly, there are some who give some inclination of competency, but the queen is the best and probably one of my favorite characters in the series overall. Hopefully we're gonna see a lot more moving forward, and the others they're all arrogant with their armies to defeat the turtle. You know, a generic leader in power. They never want to admit when they're facing somebody they can't really defeat, so they're just pushing forward with everything they have. There's one guy with at least some brain over there, knowing it's impossible, but only after he suffered a defeat, so he still went ahead and faced the Tortoise. He had heavy losses, and then he realized what they were actually facing, a force of nature, so to say. But the others were still very arrogant. We even have Eclair, which is the one that's training the others in sword, with the sword back at their domain, coming in there even with the old lady. And now we have the hooded girl also coming there. But they also start questioning, which I feel like kind of a foreshadowing a bit for next episodes with the 7-star heroes, the ones, where are they, what are they doing. Nofumi also finding out there's another type of heroes besides the cardinal ones, the main 4 ones we have, or him being the only one and the other 3 useless ones, because let's be honest, that's what they are. And Glass and the other 2, Alexandrite, and I honestly forgot the name, so the name of the guy with the sights, let me know down in the comments below. They are part of the 7-star heroes. They're heading there, but they might not make it in time, so a bit of foreshadowing. Maybe they're gonna make it, maybe after everything is over they're gonna go into the next arc, focused a bit more on them, because I'm actually very curious, especially about Glass. Now we have the hooded girl there. She's actually acquainted with a lot of the leaders, even the queen calling her my lady. She was a regent and concubine of the Spirit Tortoise kingdom. Now, before we reveal a bit of her identity, at first from this scene I thought she could be some representation or personification, a better choice of word, of the Spirit Tortoise, with how it ended, her going to the shield hero, please kill me. And I thought she was the human form of the Tortoise coming in to ask the shield hero to kill it. Now she's something close to that, but not exactly that. We find out her name, Ost Horai, and she's a familiar of the Tortoise, created by the Tortoise, like the bats, the monkeys, but in a human form. Her job was to infiltrate and gather souls. Now, the main purpose for them to gather souls, or for the Tortoise, was to use said souls to stop the waves. So it seems like the Tortoise is some sort of defense mechanism in a way from the world against the waves. It's kind of going out of control. I'm curious who exactly set up this Tortoise, how it came into being. I have a lot more questions. Hopefully we're gonna get some answers about it. But someone broke the seal on the Tortoise without warning, so somebody accelerated this defense mechanism. Now she asks, Shield Hero Ost asks the Naofumi to kill the Tortoise, and their cardinal heroes were also tied with the Tortoise because a familiar was supposed to tell the heroes the task of the heroes was to revive the Tortoise if the waves were too much to handle for everybody else. And I thought, could have one of the three useless dumb idiots by accident, them trying to save people, could it have been one of them that broke the seal on the Tortoise faster? But it's not really one of them. It's somebody who we just see a glimpse of them, a guy with glasses. He could be the main villain. I'm not sure if he's the main villain, but he was working with a crystal there or something. We don't really have full context of who he is, what he was doing there. I don't think we have seen him so far in the series, but he could be the main perpetrator behind everything that's happening. And I'm curious, is he part of the 7-star heroes? Glass has her faction, maybe somebody else also have their faction. They're not really united as the 7 ones, because we even see our 4 ones, they're not even close to being united. Now, as for Ost, I kind of like her, honestly. She has that airhead, a bit innocent personality to her, how she handled the reveals. She had the questions, not really worldly with serious matters. She's very well adapted at manipulating royals and stuff like that, snuggling close to them, to say. And she kind of got under the skin of the other leaders. One of them even suggested to cut her head and kill her on the spot, but wouldn't really help. She even openly admits, no matter how many times you kill me, so kind of a hint she could be resurrected if somebody kills her, maybe by the Tortoise. I kind of like her, honestly. I hope she sticks around. I like this type of personality. Wouldn't really help if they killed her. And as is customary with Shield Hero, you have the guys in charge, the leader, the council. They started bickering, fighting who's gonna take command, who's gonna control the army, the alliance to fight the Tortoise. One dude, I like him making a very good point. Merlomark is the one that's mainly funding this operation. They even brought the Shield Hero. They're bickering over everything. The queen tried to calm them down a bit, and Naofumi had one of his outbursts, which I totally understand, it, calling them on their bullshit. Enough is enough. He still has those impulses, so to say, still not fully in control of his rage or wrath, so to say, telling them, hey, slamming the table, actually, enough is enough. Fight about all of the bullshit only when humans are involved. This is not the time. And he storms out, leaving them there to deal with their own bullshit. And it kind of reminded me a bit of the main 4 heroes. So it seems like humans in general in the world here always fighting for power, their own self-interest, and it's not any different even with rulers, especially with rulers when they have so many lives to save, to say the least. Even in moments like this, they're fighting. Now we have Eclair, kind of get a bit more information of her, how, like I said, she's the one that trains them with the swords. She feels guilty about the attack on Raftalia's village. She lost her parents also in the waves, the previous lord. Now Ost coming in back, and the others don't really know her real identity. They still thought she was the concubine of the spirit kingdom, the king over there. And like I said, I really like Ost. Now, the thing that I liked, there was an intimate moment, so to say, a bit more with Raftalia talking to Naofumi while he was trying to clear his head, telling him, hey, it's okay to also protect others, not just our own group, our own village territory, and telling him those rulers at heart, they're good people and they want to protect their own people, so let's come up with a good plan and take command. While I agree with this sentiment, I also still agree with Naofumi storming out a bit. I feel like they needed that moment there just to snap them out of their bickering, and they slowly start working together, heading for the turtle, planning. Even the rulers are actually working, not bickering anymore, talking to Naofumi, saying what they can offer and everything, even offering to sacrifice some of their mages to bring down a fortress. Naofumi coming up with the idea to use the fortress against an old abandoned fortress against the Tortoise. Of course, he's not gonna sacrifice people. They even started use bombs, but the main question remains: how are they gonna cut off the head of the Tortoise? And I feel like they ignored the best plan that Philo came up with, and I don't think there's anything better than that. She offers to eat the Tortoise. Thank you, Philo, always helpful. Of course it's not gonna work, but I still like Philo and her innocent train of thought. Now we have Risha and Ost going to the library to research the Tortoise, see if they can get any information. Even the queen was there helping them. They get some weapons from Elhart through Eclair, new gear for them to use in the fight. Also the moment when I liked it quite a lot, Risha feeling guilty with how she feels like she's using Naofumi to get back with Itsuki and their group, because she definitely has a crush on Itsuki. And Ost being awesome, just instantly calling her out, hey, you're in love with the bow hero, right? And they start teasing her a bit and offering the best advice. Get intimate as fast as possible. That's the best way. And she knows, because she used to be a concubine, and like I said, they tease her a bit. And probably the most important question asked in this episode by Raftalia: what does she mean, get involved as fast as possible? Now, Fumi, you're gonna have to deal with that at some point, because Raftalia is more than 100% in love with Naofumi, and I feel like everybody knows that besides besides Naofumi. Now the Tortoise starts being active again with that scream. So yeah, like I said, pretty much a preparation episode, them getting ready to fight with the Tortoise. I like the reveal, but I don't know, I feel like something is missing with the series. Maybe they left out some things from the source material. The pacing feels a bit off. I don't know, I can't really place my finger on it, what exactly it is, but it's missing. Something is missing with the series. Hopefully next episodes are gonna feel a bit better when you get more into the action, but these first two episodes have been a bit on the slow side, not really much happening. Of course, I liked the reveal in this episode, but we'll have to see how next episodes are gonna go. I'm curious what you guys think with the reveal, the Tortoise. Who do you think that guy in the glasses is, and do you feel the same way as me with the pacing and something missing with the series? Let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought about the episode and how it started so far. As always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So keep enjoying Shield Hero. I'll see you in the next one, hopefully without the sun in my face, but you never know. Bye-bye.